You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
The views expressed by the individuals during this broadcast are their own opinions, and they may not be the same as those of their group or other organizations they may be involved with.
Warning: adult topics and content. You must be legal age of majority in your location to view. We are an educational, informative talk show, and our hosts may express their opinions passionately using explicit language. No offense is intended. Take a break and tune in for some great cannabis and psychedelic chit-chat. Learn what's going on in the cannabis industry, find out what's new on the review, and enjoy a laugh or two. Join us for today's Tokin Talk here on the Pace Radio Network with Reverend Cindy and Green Irene.
Actually, today we got Green Irene and Cal Graham. Yeah.
G'day, Irene. How you doing?
I'm good, and how are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm watching the grass grow and not the roots.
Well, there you go. If the grass is growing, that's a good thing. Now, what kind of grass are you talking about? The good old-fashioned...
the good stuff.
Right on. So that explains why you're out of doors right now. Ooh, a wonderful message from my daughter. She has clothes for me. I love
nice.
Clothes. I love new clothes. I am such a sucker for a wardrobe. So yeah, you're in your grow room outside. So I'm enjoying tonight. Well, this is really cool. See my blunt for this evening? Now, notably,
yes, I do.
This tip is reusable. But it was a birthday gift from Cindy. She had sent me some as a sampler before, and I really fell in love with these things. And
right.
They're called sugar cane cyclones. So it's called the sugar cane cyclone.
Oh, clone. All right.
And
yeah, go ahead. Give the details.
Yeah, extra slow. So it burns really nice and slow. You get to genuinely enjoy the flavor of your cannabis, as well as the flavor of the cone, because the cone really is quite flavorful. So I just finished wrapping that just in time for our show.
You rolled it.
So I filled it using this. So this is the thing that came. It's just a little cone filler. See how?
Okay. All right.
So it just fits into your cone like this.
Yeah.
And after you're done grinding up your product,
yeah,
right, you just slip it into this little thing, like so, and you filter it in. Give your puppy a tap, and then you can spark her up. Now,
all right, good stuff.
Yeah, for grinding it, as you know, I don't like to roll joints very often because it means grinding up the weed. And anybody who has arthritis knows how painful it can be when you're grinding all the time, like your hands doing this all the time. It gets to really, really hurting. So often I will grind up a whole bunch. Hello, Leona. Often I'll grind up a whole bunch for the day and then sit to rolling. But it dries out by the end of the day, which is really shitty. So
right.
Friend who happens to know that I am a Stargate and Star Trek fan.
Oh, yeah.
Introduced me to this handy dandy little grinder. Now, this thing is fabulous, and the battery charge lasts forever. But it looks like a Zat gun off of Stargate.
Yeah, it does.
Or Star Trek.
Where's your spacesuit there?
I get the gold color. I get a gold suit because red suits, they're the ones who die. I don't want to be a red suit. I got a couple of picks on my, at least two picks on my collar.
Right. Okay.
2 pips on my collar. But yeah, so I mean, really, you put your weed in there, right?
Yeah.
It's a magnet to go on. And then it just literally grinds like this and comes right out of this little itty bitty hole.
So when you stop grinding, it falls out when you stop grinding, or does it come out as you grind?
As you're grinding. So as it gets small enough to come through the holes, it goes onto the tray. It comes through.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
So how is that not cool? The only problem with it, admittedly, is I'm smoking more weed.
Because it's not a pain in the butt to use.
It's not a pain in the ass.
Should make-
No, I mean, I'm lucky. I
Yeah.
always have someone around that rolls, but
Right. Yeah. So Cindy's off tonight. I'm filling in for Cindy. Cindy, she got, I had to fill in for her. She got a call. So I said, sure, no problem. Okie dokie. I'll get some dubs rolled and hang around outside for a bit. See, I don't smoke in the house. I vaporize, like, you know.
right.
But I don't smoke doobies in the house. So.
Right. And there's a lot of people who don't. Like I've learned in the last year and a half, a lot of she sheds or bears dens have all been converted into the smoke shacks. Everybody's
Sure.
Right?
Yeah,
because, you know, you've got pets in your home, you have, you know, different family members that come, your clothing. Sometimes we want to go out. You smoke doobies in the house and not cigarettes, right? I have friends who are like that. They smoking a doobie.
Yeah.
But
same here, Leon. I got friends that do the same, that are the same way.
The difference, one of the reasons I think is people like cigarette smoke, tobacco smoke. There's tar and nicotine. It sticks to the walls.
Oh yeah, and like Leona says, it lingers. And like I have a friend who's now a former cigarette smoker after some surgery, and I was talking to her the other day, and I can tell you that she just says that she couldn't believe the people that, like, the smell that comes off people. She says, you know, I smoked all those years and, you know, it never really bothered me. I never noticed. She says, but now when I go around people, especially when they're heavy smokers, it's just, yeah. Like, you know, as far as cannabis smoke, I've been told it smells nice.
Yeah,
and actually, the same person tells me I smell. Hey, buddy, you smell really nice.
So, my other brother Jimmy and I. Oh, I'm going back a couple of years, but my other brother Jimmy and I. We get into the cab. We were heading off somewhere, and when we got into the cab, we had just finished smoking, doing a smoke sesh. So 3 or 5 joints in a row, right? We get into the cab. The cabbie says, "Oh, you guys smell really good." And so I said something about. I said something about my perfume. She laughed. She says, "No, it's whatever you're smoking, honey." Oh, goodness. I'm so sorry. I actually, for a tip, I gave her, you know, one of those 3-packs, you know, the little cartons, and you can put 3 joints in it. I carry a few of those with me. So I gave her one of those and said, "Here, thank you." She was so happy.
Congratulations, Leona. 5 years.
5 years. Congratulations. But you know what? Yeah. Probably some of the cannabis that you're smoking or some of the pot, some of it's probably just out of behavior. So it's not really an addiction. And I really wouldn't worry about it. You're only doing yourself good.
Yeah.
Canada loves me.
There's obviously two different varieties of smoke going on here. So, and you know, I see stuff like that. People comment about some things that just aren't what I believe or what I've seen as evidence. And, you know, they'll say, well, you know, there's still words still out on the cancer end of things. But yet all these reports, even recently there's been reports about people, the cannabis and lung capacity and not finding any, like, you know, there's been bronchitis and stuff like that. But as far as if you stop smoking, things settle down. Yeah,
I mean, Virginia Satire said it best. She's a very, very, like, I think she's probably the leading therapist in, like, family therapist in North America, or at least she was at one point in time. Anyway, she said it best, and that is, you know, we used to believe that humans, their greatest instinct or strongest instinct was the instinct to survive. Right?
Survive, yeah.
That's what everybody believes. That's what we were taught. Well, that's so not true. And there's a million different examples of why that's not true. Do you know what is the biggest instinct? The fear of change. We don't like change.
Well, there's that too as well. But I don't know. The last couple of weeks, I've come across a few red spots in the snow back there in the woods.
Yeah.
I'm sure those
Oh,
whatever they were had some fear going on. And hi Ann, how you doing? See
hello,
Ann's
Anne.
commented there.
Hi. Yeah, my grandson was coming in the door at the same time. He saw the puff in my hand. Oh, sorry, Nanny.
Oh yeah,
How's it hippie
but
her?
like that's wildlife. That's they're out there surviving.
Yep.
Animals hunt other animals. For food and live. It's been like that since day one, right?
Oh, Anne says she's on her wrong account, so maybe that's not Anne. I'm going to assume it's Anne. I can't really tell. My eyeballs are so bad.
It says it does say Ann.
Yeah, she
Good.
says she's
I'm
on the
on
she
the
says she's on the wrong account though, but that's okay. You made it anyway. I'm glad you're here.
That's right.
Yes,
That's right.
because again, we're going to be giving away last week's prize. That's because we all went to Legacy 420, right? Oh, it is
Right.
Mulaganja. Yes, thank you for tuning in. So last week we went to Legacy, right? And so we're giving away. I bought one of their T-shirts, and I got a couple of
All
other.
right.
And so we're giving that away this week because everybody entered. I'm going to be adding the names to the wheel, and then we will we'll draw a name, we'll pick a name, and send the gift out to our lucky winner. And then I'm going to announce what this week's gift is.
Yeah,
huh?
We'll spin for a name instead of spinning up a doobie. We're going to be spinning up a winner.
Exactly. Exactly. Do you remember those wheels that they have at some of the booths? Like I was at the Niagara 420 Expo, and almost every table had a wheel to win, and they had like little joints on them, or a little vape, or a little piece of shatter, or there was something on every spot.
Something to give away.
Yeah, it was so cool.
Yeah.
It was so cool. I love that. So
yeah,
I almost showed you guys tonight's prize. Nah, I'm gonna wait till after. That's when Cindy and I normally do it, and it's probably So I should stick consistently. Cindy had to run out. As you know, I haven't been feeling very well. I did a hypnosis and a meditation before getting on here tonight because about an hour ago, I was curled up in the fetal position going, no.
Oh, well, I was out walking the dog after dinner, and I got back in here at 1:45, and I just noticed that there was no room set up yet. She said, hope Irene.
Otherwise, it would have been
out. Well, yeah, because you were going to lay down and have a nap when I was talking to you this afternoon.
Right.
And I thought, well, I hope Echo called out.
Yeah, she did. He did. Yes. Well, so I changed Echo's name to Computer because too many people have been having fun with my Echo, knowing that it's called Echo. So I'll be talking to them like this in a meeting, and then they start doing that to me, and all of a sudden Echo's like going off, and it's like So, so I changed its name again. But here's
you're good. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm a Star Trek fan, right?
Right.
And what do they do on Star Trek? One of the most famous lines is, computer, give me an analysis on that. Computer. I
was like, you're there, you're working on the computer, you're talking to somebody like me or whomever, and you say, I took my computer in today to get blah, blah, blah done to it. And then all of a sudden to start up. Or I'm going to go work on the computer now.
Right, exactly. And because I watch Star Trek, and especially in the evening, it's kind of I'll watch an episode or two, kind of that wind down thing, get my brain doing something different, and then go to bed, right? Do my bedtime routine. But so I'm watching Star Trek the other night. I'm all by myself in the place. And I'm curled up with Wookiee on my lap, and we're watching Star Trek, and all of a sudden, my machine hollers out, I don't think I have an answer for that one. I don't think I understand. But, whatever it was, it responded. But here's this male voice, scared the fucking bejesus right on me, right? And then you have to change to another word, right? I have to find a unique word to call it because
correct.
Often.
I see Anne's changed the name of hers as well a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
The why don't you, like you're talking about the Star Wars and all that theme? You've got Wookiee, King Wookiee there, which is Star Wars themed duck. So hey, Klingon. I don't know.
Klingon. I like
yeah.
No, you know what? That would still be affected though, because when I'm watching Star Wars, the term Klingon would be there. Well, he's a Klingon. She's a Klingon. We're fighting with the Klingons. Yeah. But yeah, no, and King Wookiee comes from Star Wars. And two different entities.
So, okay, Star Trek, Star Wars, sure, okay. Well,
it's
even
not the same thing.
Earthling, I don't know.
Yeah, if you're a Trekkie, you're not a Star Wars. Like, I like Star Wars. I saw Star Wars. I'll watch all the movies again. But I'm a Trekkie. The two are not even the same. Other than the fact that they exist in space.
Well, then, Trekkie. I don't know. Wasn't there? Yeah, call it. There you go. Change it to Trekkie. There you go.
Oh, that's freaking perfect, Leona. I'm gonna. Thank you. Yes, that's perfect, Trekkie. I like it.
Yeah, I see.
Hey, Trekkie.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Kimberly Edwards has signed in. She's there.
Yeah. Hi, Kim. Hi, Kimberly. She was laughing at me. Yeah, so too much fun all the time. You know what? And I love these new gadgets. I was thinking about my papa today. And, the man lived 97 years. And in that time, I mean, his early childhood, there weren't vehicles in town. And he went out with his older brothers to deliver milk. And sometimes they had to shovel their way to the milk box outside where the milk went in.
Yes. And, know exactly what you mean.
He was 9 years old when the first car came to town. Like they saw the first car. He says, I remember trying to chase it down the street. And he told this story. And, and then, in his lifetime, there was and then the man saw the dawning of the not only did we land on the moon, there was television that came into his world. There was landing on the moon. And then there was the computer generation. And it was like in 97 years, so much has happened.
Well, big time. Hi, Mike.
Right?
I'm just saying hi to Mike there. I see he signed in.
Hi, Jessica. Hey, Mike.
I as far as what's up, we're just trying to figure out a new name for Irene's. What do you call those things? Audio box.
Echo things, Amazon Dot. Yeah, the Echo Dot. But I think I'm gonna go with Trekkie. I really like Trekkie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trekkie's kind of cool. I like that.
There we go, Trekkie. All right, good stuff.
I'm enjoying that. I don't know if you saw it or not when you visited with us a couple weeks ago, Jessica. But I packed the Cyclone tonight, which is that herbal wrap cone that has the really sweet tip. Oh my God, such good stuff. We had the first phone and black and white TV in our town, right? Okay, so okay, when you're in a small town. Out in the country, you get party lines. That was ours. And when my kids were little, and I'm not that old. I'm old, but I'm not that old. And my kids are only in their very early 30s.
Well, you look good. You look good for 74.
Thank you. 64 actually. So not true. But you know what, ladies? I'm telling you, we all lie about our age. And so if you're going to do it, do it right. Age yourself by 10 years because people look at you and go, wow, holy shit, do you ever look good for your age? Because you know what? At 64, I'm looking pretty fucking good.
I see Jessica's got a question. She's asked how your joint was, but I don't think you've smoked it yet, or you're smoking it right now.
Oh, it's a really slow burn, which is wonderful because too many times I'll like a joint when I'm alone will burn away. This one will go out. And it's a nice slow burn. So good. So tasty. You know what I'll do, Jessica? If we can't get them into the stores here, I will get Cindy to send us some because yum, yum. And I'll drop a few off to you for sure. They're so good. So good.
I see Kimberly, she mentions that her great-grandfather was the operator of the phone, so he must
For
have
the
been
party lights, how cool is that?
the one pulling the wires out and sticking it in the other hole
And attaching them here and there. Yep.
Yeah.
When you bought the house, party lines had just been changed over to private.
Yeah.
Run down our road a month later. Yeah, nice. Operator, what is that now? Yeah, does anybody even know what it, I mean, kids today, some of our terminal, like even in our lifetime, so much has changed. And I love it.
I would assume, like, if you, like, it's been so long since I called a 411 to look up a number, like, do they still have that?
Honestly, I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
Operator, how cool.
If they do, I would think that would be all automated by now.
I would think so too. Like, I don't know. Like 411.ca still exists.
Yeah. Well, you could look up. You could.
I'm confused. But okay.
Okay. Well, yeah. I don't know about the popcorn, but I see the others, Anne and Kimberly. They've been talking about the phones and and family members dealing with being operators in the phone service end of things. So
how cool is that, eh? I don't know if Kimberly and Anne even know each other, but how cool is it that they would have that in their background in common? I love that. And you know how historically it was 6 degrees of separation, right?
Oh, I see. Okay, Mike says that if you dial popcorn, it gave you the time. I've never heard of that.
I knew there was a number, but yeah, I guess
because it is, yeah.
And
because it is 7 letters, right? 7 letters be the same as a phone number.
And remember when you could call the operator for a wake-up call?
I know I could do that in a hotel room.
Well, but that was back in the day. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so back in the day.
We don't. Yeah, Leona wants to know if it still works. I'm assuming she's wondering about the popcorn call.
Do you know what? Let's give it a try. Where is my phone? Let's give it a try. Let's try it. Let's just see. I don't know.
And Anne ended up operating a modern switchboard, so it must be the ones with obviously without those cables that you have to pull and plug in.
Right, maybe switches or something. Was it switches, Anne? And for the time also. Yes. Okay. See, so let me dial popcorn here. Sorry, I need my middle-aged eyeballs. POPCORN. So the number is 767-2676. Okay. And let's just give her a call.
Okay, Anne says it was
area code. This call cannot be completed as dialed. Please hang up and
needs an area code. So let's see an area code.
Put your area code in. Now Anne says no plugs, just buttons.
Oh,
and that
okay.
Was that was 30 years ago.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. The number you have called is not assigned. Please check the number and try the call again.
Popcorn's gone too. No more popcorn.
Maybe it has to be 416.
Oh, maybe it's a specific one. We'll give it one more try and see. POP. Okay. You know I'm going to dream about this tonight, right? CO.
Yeah.
RN. And let's just see.
Jimmy's Pizza.
Hey, you know what? Getting somebody else's number. Oh, okay, you know what? You might be right. Somebody might actually answer.
Somebody might answer that phone.
Oops.
That would
Grown as adult, and I'm still playing telephone. What do you call that on the telephone when you crank calls? That's it.
Crank calls. Oh yeah, we did those.
Yep,
we used to play. We used to tell people that they were winners, and then we had a little bit of music that we would play on our little cassette player that we had. You know, those little portable ones that you could have a. I guess I don't know. We used to have them in school, anyways.
Yeah.
And we would play the music on that and tell people that they won a prize.
Yeah, and you're right, Mike. The time's already on your phone, right? So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not even a Walkman,
No,
Mike. I think it was before.
Square things that you used to have.
They were sort of rectangular
Yeah.
shaped. Yeah.
And it had fast forward, record, pause.
Buttons.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. I remember them. Oh yeah, your breakfast running. Better go catch it. Yep. Oh my God. There was all kinds of pranks we used to pull, right? You know what, guys? Yeah. It's that time. We're gonna cut to break, and when we return, we're gonna have the wheel all set up with everybody's name on it to win last week's prize, which was do you have Albert in a can? Yes, as a matter of fact, we do. And on time. We should let him go. All right. So last week's prize, in case anybody forgot, was the Legacy 420 t-shirt. There is some extra special cone wraps. There's some papers that Al has collected. We got papers from Raw.
They're from the those papers are from the Campbellford Lifestyle Shop.
Very, very cool. Very cool. And some filters to go with that. There is the wrapper, like the cone wrapper to help you wrap them. I threw in a couple little extra things. I just threw in a little round to it for you because we all say we're going to do it when we get around to it. Here's your round to it. And I threw in a couple of other little itty bitty things like a sticker and a clip bag from Delta 9. There is and a pre-wrap from Legacy because you can't go to Legacy without getting a pre-wrap. All right, so the Legacy 420 package is going to somebody. Do you know? I don't even remember what the question was last week, but I know you all did answer. So because your emails came through. That being said, I'm going to put your names on the wheel during the break, and when we get back, we'll be spinning that wheel to find out who our lucky winner is, and then we will be talking about this week's prize that we'll be giving away next week. So stay tuned. Enjoy your time, and we'll be right back as soon as I find where I'm supposed to be here. I don't so bored, as y'all know. Cindy often takes over here. So I did good. Congratulate me, Cindy. I did it before 7:30 and almost directly on time. Yay!
All right.
All right, I'll be right back. We'll be right back.
All right.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
When you think of the number of unique products developed in the fields, kitchens, and labs at Legacy 420, it's hard to think that one stands out above the rest. But tell that to the thousands of people who have tried this amazing breakthrough product.
This is our Sacred Salve. This is actually our extra strength. It comes in 5 different strengths. It's all natural, all organic. It typically works within 10 to 15 minutes of putting it on. It's good for arthritis, it's good for inflammation, any kind of pain. We're very proud of it.
Sacred Salve, so easy to apply, along with soothing relief. To select a strength that's right for you, come in and talk to your trusted partner. Legacy 420 out on your road.
Pace Radio Network, by patients, for patients, and for those who want to know.
Did you know that the Pace Radio Network isn't just a radio network? That's right, as most, but not all of our programming is now done via video and is then podcasted at paceradio.net. So if you want to watch our programming, you'll find us on the Pace Radio Network's Facebook page, plus the show's own page, and you'll find us live on the network's YouTube channel. And don't forget, you can find it all, video and audio, at paceradio.net.
Enjoy the buzz of legalization with Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. From lights to plant nutrients, books, consumption accessories, and more, we've got all your basics to grow or consume cannabis. Visit our info center or take a look at our piercing services and body jewelry, now available in-store through Campbellford Lifestyle Shop, 17 Bridge Street West, Campbellford.
Let's share PACE everywhere. That way it can help create peace. People everywhere advocating cannabis education. You're listening to the PACE Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
And we're back. I'm adjusting my camera. Wookie just come in and he's all wet, and I'm trying to get him all fluffed up again. Little paws.
So wet.
Yeah, it's wet, wet, snow, damp, rainy, cold, all that shitty shit. All that shitty stuff. Yeah.
Right. Yes. As you can see, I'm no longer outside.
Right. I see you came back in, and good thing I noticed that as soon as I saw what was behind our banners there. I look forward to having CBG TV banner. CBG TV, guys, if you're not already signed up, definitely get over there. There might even be a subscription form in place. I can't remember if I activated it or not, but please subscribe. That way you can stay up to date on all of the content and all of the different broadcasts that are going out from CBG TV. I mean, it's just phenomenal, and we have been very busy in the background.
There's lots going on in the background. That's right.
Yeah, that we are getting out just that much more. We're putting together that many more programs. There's new programs coming to PACE Radio. There is and CBG TV. There's all kinds of new things. So if you're not subscribed already, please get over there and subscribe.
Now I see somebody. Anne says, "Oh my God, he looks like an Ewok."
Right?
Who?
Right? Wookie looks like an Ewok, and
yeah.
Now, see, that's why Tokin choke time. Absolutely. That's why I named him Wookie. And my two favorite dogs, and I wasn't sure, it would have depended on my property and stuff and where I was in life. And I thought when the kids are all gone and I get my dog that's mine, I'm either getting a Caucasian Shepherd or I'm getting a Shih Tzu or a Shishan. And I know that like one is 160 pounds and the other is 12 pounds.
Right.
So there's a big difference, but I didn't know where I was going to be as I got older, right? So I always thought one or the other. Yeah. And if I had gotten the Caucasian Shepherd, he would have been named, come on, you guys can guess it, Chewbacca, right?
Chewbacca. Oh, no, I wouldn't have.
So Chewbacca was a Wookiee warrior.
Oh, okay.
Which is why he was so big. Wookie,
if Trekkie doesn't work, then you got what was that one you just used? Shit, I lost it.
The Shishan?
No. You're mentioning. God damn it.
Okay, so this is Gary's new little beast. And this little guy is,
what's his name?
Beautiful eyes. His name is Duke. He is the Duke. Yes. And Duke is 8 weeks old, and he's an Alapaha blue blood bulldog. Yeah, so adorable, right? You know what, Leona? Because of him, I will be able to go out in the dark. I'll be able to take the dogs for a walk. And Wookie loves him. He loves Wookie. He's a little busy, a little strong, because he weighs the same as Wookie.
Yeah,
But Wookie's
for
very
now.
gentle and kind. But he sets his boundaries too in a very gentle and
Yeah.
kind way. So
We're looking at like about 110 pounds when he's done.
95 to 110 pounds. And that's what I weigh. So he's going to require a whole lot of specialized training over the course of the next 6 months and really working well with him to get him to understand, because he's a people pleaser, which is wonderful. It's what you look for in a dog, right? He is a people pleaser and he wants to learn. So staying consistent to get him to, so that I walk him and not he walks me.
Yeah.
But,
so it looks like a very short hair breed. So you wouldn't be looking at much in the way of shedding.
no, there's not really a shed there. It's from the bulldog family, right? So don't bite. So with the bulldog family, it's a very, very short fur. It's not hair. Like Wookie is hair, which is great because although he's got all that hair, he doesn't shed. I shed more than the dog does.
And I get to pull it out of the drain.
Yeah.
Leona says she's got 2 fat golden retrievers, a Shih Tzu, and a Min Pin.
Oh, very sweet. And right, so from that family dog, the golden retrievers, they're family love beasts. Shih Tzus, I just love them. They're your love beast. And then the Min Pins are just so freaking adorable because they don't know they're mini.
I've never heard of a Min Pin.
Oh, it's a miniature Doberman pinscher. So
picture
the size of a
Yeah.
Chihuahua.
My parents had 2 of those before I was born.
Okay, right. So yeah, it's the size of, look at this little thing sleeping, guys. He was playing. I said no biting, so he just tucked his lips on me and fell asleep. He's done. He's done. Yeah, he's out. And he's heavy.
Yeah,
he's a heavy little
Leona
sucker.
agrees with you. Leona agrees with you. 10 pounds and thinks she weighs 100.
Right.
Yeah,
I know my sister, the first one I ever saw was my one of my sisters from stateside. And I don't see them that often. There's a huge age difference. But anyway, she comes in, she says, "Oh, I got to go get my Min Pin." And I said, "Well, what's that?" She says, "You'll see. It's just like a Doberman pinscher, except it's not." And so I said, "Okay." And then she comes in and she puts her purse down. I said, "Well, where's your dog?" And this thing jumped out of her purse. And when it did, it got out and that stand up with the big chest and the and it went, oh my God, I laughed so hard. I never forgot the little thing. Never forgot the little thing.
Just so you know, we know Mike has figured out why your puppy there is falling asleep.
Oh no, he does that out on the balcony as well. He's back. He's awake again. He's over there. Give me that. He's awake again. He's over there.
Mike thinks you got him stoned. Contacts high.
No. We try and keep the puppy out of that. My joint's been out for a bit. And not because I think it will hurt them. I don't worry about it hurting them. But he is a puppy. Like Wookie's always in the room. Wookie will lay right beside me. I don't think it will hurt them. I do know that it can be toxic to animals. I don't know enough details. But I mean, just like I wouldn't with another human being, I don't subject it to them. If they don't smoke it, I don't subject them to it.
Right. Yeah.
Or I try not to.
Come on, outside.
Wookie, he likes it. A girlfriend of mine, her cat, goes and gets her a doobie and brings it to her, and then he'll like drop it at her feet and then sit there and meow at her like, "Come on, it's time, light the freaking thing," and then sits there like loves the high. They're not stupid. It's natural, right? Chihuahua-sized Dobie. They're cute and think they're bigger, right? They really do.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah, they really do. I think most small dogs think that they're bigger than what they are.
Well, yeah, they all tend to have a much bigger attitude than their size, for sure. But we had 2 Chihuahuas back in the day. And so we had this little guy Chomper who thought he was a big king ass shit. And he lived to be 23. Okay, that dog lived to be 23.
Yeah.
And then the other one, which was Chiquita, which was his bonding mate. Well, Chiquita was the smallest of all because we bred boxers back in the day and had Chihuahuas. I don't know, fucking tell me, big or little, nothing in between, right? Anyway,
Right.
anyway, Chiquita was the littlest of all the dogs and the farm and everything, like the horses. She was the type, little itty bitty thing. But she ruled them all with an iron fist as long as the humans weren't watching. The second we would say, hey, or she'd realize that I'm watching her, she would stop. She'd get this whole puppy posture, and then she'd make her eyes all big and look at you like, and then give a little shiver, like, but I'm just a little thing. Oh, manipulative little witch. She was amazing though, but she would run up one of those animals and down the other like she owned it. She was queen bitch, Chiquita Chihuahua.
Oh, I see. We got a cat that inhales the smoke from a bong.
Right?
From a bowl of a
I
bong.
mean, the animals, they know what they want. Yeah, for sure. An iron paw, ha ha. Yeah, yes. But she was so funny, that little Chiquita, because she would, I remember watching Shrek for the first time with the kids, and the cat on there. What's the cat's name? He's got his own show now. Fuck, a cartoon character has his own show now.
Shrek.
Puss in
I've
Boots.
seen that one.
Puss in Boots.
Ooh.
You know how he does this.
Puss in Boots. Okay.
Yeah, he gets a whole kitty cat with the big eyes.
Yeah, he's got his little black boots on his feet and all that. Yeah.
And then Buddy lets his guard down and he goes, and Shih Tzus him, right?
He's got a hat on, like a black,
like a fedora, not a fedora, but like a pirate's, a Spanish.
Yeah, pirates. Yeah, exactly.
Or that Spanish thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, every now and then I notice Wookie will, and I noticed it a while back. He was sleeping a lot, and I kind of felt like maybe he had just had, I don't know, too much exercise or something. Anyway, he come in, and it's like as soon as I lit the joint, he got up and laid beside me. Like, yeah, I need a bit of that.
Yeah.
Not that I share it with him, but again, the contact high, right?
Well, maybe it's just I guess if you're smoking it, there's the smoke. But it's like if you're rolling joints and the cat was very, liked the smell and hanging around, then there's, those terpenes at work, right?
That's right. That's right. And I mean, basically, catnip pretty much gives them that. That's like weed for cats.
Well, yeah.
So
yeah, you're like,
who's really good if you ever have questions about your animals and cannabis is John over at Ollie Dog. We don't promote him enough, but he does a lot of work with rescue animals and putting together products for animals, aging animals, ill animals, that sort of thing. Can't pack a bowl for later or leave the grow room open. The cats love the leaves and jelly beans, right? Stoner cat will sniff the leaf half the bowl. So we had back in the day, now he passed a year ago at Christmas, a little bit before a year ago at Christmas. But again, our animals seem to live very long. One of the boxers that we had kept back from back in the day lived to be 17 years old, which is almost double the lifespan for a boxer. So that's pretty awesome. But that little shit, right from the get, like his eyes weren't even open. Well, they might have just opened, and we had like little seedlings started. So he devoured them all. So, okay, you know what? Shit happens. Our fault for leaving them down low. Didn't think the animals would get them. We got some going again, got some clones happening, so on and so forth. Medical grow, of course. And that little shit couldn't have been any bigger than this. Maybe 5-6 weeks old. Demolished them, brought them right down to stumps on us. But his love for the cannabis plant really came in handy. I was on Crown Land, and some kids about 14, 15 years old were biking it out of the trail, and Wally and I were walking in there, and sure enough, he goes tearing off into the bush, and he's just all excited, eh? And I thought, I followed him. Sure shit. There's a nice little patch of a couple of cannabis plants.
Yes, exactly. Now,
But he loved it.
you mentioned Ollie Dog there, right?
Yeah, Ollie Dog, John over at Ollie Dog, because
Yeah.
you know
Okay,
what,
there it is right there.
Fiona?
Okay, all right.
Absolutely. Yes, check this guy out. You will also see him if you can make it to the Indigenous Cannabis Cup. I know he's always there, and their dates were just announced. It's their 6th annual. So Ollie Dog you can find all of his products at Legacy 420, but here's his products, and the guy is very, very knowledgeable, so knowledgeable. Your boyfriend doesn't like cats or small dogs. He must be a keeper. We have a Lhasa Apso terrier poodle, just barely medium-sized dog, and 3 cats. Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, definitely get over to Ollie Dog, legacy420.com. Look up their Ollie Dog products, and if you want to, if you're not sure what exactly you want to try, or you just want a little more, educated information, like somebody who's done the research, just to give you that, talk to John.
Yeah.
Shoot them an email.
Well, and the product is made there at Legacy, tested there, developed there with the assistance of Dr. Paul Hornby.
Okay, so is John's as well?
John's.
That's Ollie Dog.
Jay.
Oh, is it Jay? His name is Jay?
Yeah, Jay. Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's why he doesn't respond to me. Honestly, people, if I see you out in public, let me rephrase that. If you see me out in public, you have to tell me who you are and how I know you, because I have got way TMI, which is why, again, I love meditating, right? This week on
exactly.
On Wednesday, you've got to see this week's show. It's going to be freaking awesome. And we're talking about one of my most favorite strains for medicated meditations, because it's one of those strains that when you get into the meditative state, it really is like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like out of body experience. And
really?
And this is one of the strains. I'm not going to give away the details, but this is one of those strains that really does do that. It works so well. It's become one of my favorite for that type of meditation. And that's this week live on CCV on Wednesdays at noon on the Pace Radio or CBG TV. So after that shameless self-promotion, I'm looking at the time. Why don't
so am I. I'm going, okay, we got to do a draw here and promote next week's prizes as well.
All right. So for the Legacy bag, or the shopping bag from Legacy and Al, because there's goodies in there from Al, as well as some goodies from me, Green Irene's THC.
Campbellford Lifestyle Shop.
Campbellford Lifestyle Shop?
Yeah, the stuff that I gave you. Yeah, it's from the Campbellford Lifestyle Shop.
Okay.
They're a sponsor.
Excellent. Yep. So that's who it's from. See, I didn't know because there weren't names, and it's raw papers, and there's stuff to go out every week. They were so generous. Al gave Cindy and I a box, and we divided it between us. And so all of that stuff will keep getting thrown into the bags for all you goody guys. Okay, so let's go to that draw. Add to stream. There's the wheel. Now I got everybody on there twice that entered this week. Pretty sure I didn't miss anybody, but that being said, I'm going to take a quick peek just for a minute to make sure that I didn't. Nope, I don't think I missed anybody. Okay. Whoa, what happened there? No, cancel that idea. I don't know what happened there, guys. There we go. All right, wheel generation, stoner brain. Smoke most of that one tonight. The big one tonight.
Was that one that was that big one, wasn't it? That was that cone you were smoking.
It was. And it had Dr. Strange as the strain, which is kind of those really wonderful hybrids that
Right.
Different growers produce different results. So I think that's why they call it Dr. Strange, because it really does have strange and different effects. So let us go to that wheel generator. I put everybody on the list twice.
Twice, yeah,
Um,
that's
that,
good. Yeah,
yeah, it makes the
like,
space a little bit
like even if you
smaller.
put them on there, 3 times, just
Hey,
you
do we
make the
want to do
spaces
that?
smaller. It gives you more opportunity to maybe win because your name is spread around, but your spaces are smaller. Look at that. There
Well,
we
there
go.
we go. Just like that. You see how good I am?
That's easy. That was quick.
That was Control C, Control V. Cut, paste. And since there were no duplicate names, I only wrote out the first names. So you
Yeah.
know who you are. Bonnie, you're in red. Mike, you're in white. Leona, you're in dark green. David, you're in a light sage green. And Nada, you're in yellow. Let us get
Wow.
ready, set, and spin. And our lucky winner is Leona.
All
Yay!
right.
All right, Leona. Woohoo! All right, Leona, please send us in an email your mailing address. Know that your products may not be sent out like right away, though in your case, I am at the mail on Wednesday. So I'll probably be mailing it out on Wednesday. Sometimes your stuff might take up to a month to get to you. I do apologize. I'm not good for leaving the apartment or going to the post office, and I hate waiting in a lineup. So some of my little issues. That being said, please send me your stuff will get to you, I promise. Please send me your mailing address, send it by email, and I'll get it out to you probably on Wednesday. Yours will be mailed. Congratulations. Now, that being woohoo! Okay. Okay, this week's prize. Who wants to see what we got going on? In a little green Irene swag bag. This is just stuff I was putting together for a show that we went to. So I got those little iron-on things, and I made myself a whole sheet of iron-ons and made a bunch of little swag bags. Inside of there, we have some really yummy goodies. We have from Elements, and again, this comes from the Campbellford Lifestyle Shop through Al. I'm just going to pull it all out because there's a whole bunch, and I'm not real good at the whole Vanna White thing, and I don't have Steve here to play Vanna for me like we did a couple weeks ago.
No. Yeah.
But that's okay. So here we have, this is really cool. It's just long papers to rolling those really nice long joints. This is the same size papers, but along with the filters that come in the package. Really, really cool. It's from Elements. I'm not familiar with this brand of paper, so I can't tell you if I like them or dislike them. But because of this is just plain old papers, here's some filters to go with that. So once you roll your cone, wrap it up, use the filter. And this one here too actually pops out into a tray. So if you're outdoors, you just pop open the tray, grind up your weed, because hopefully you have the grinder or you have the ground weed, and you can roll on the scene, on the spot, on the go, which is really kind of cool. I've also thrown in a couple of little stickers, one from the Den, which is in, I believe the Den was in no. Oh, I almost goofed that one up. The Den is in Midland, right on Highway 93 in the Huronia Mall. You can find the Den, and that's where that sticker comes from. This comes from, you guessed it, the Bee Factory. And these guys, I love their stickers. I think I only have a couple left, but whoever enters this week, next week's lucky winner will get one of the few of those that I have remaining. There was something else in there. I'm sure there was. Where did it go? Didn't I have it? Oh, there it is. I got it. And a little roach clip, handcraft. Whoa, stop moving. Just a little cannabis resin.
I was getting hypnotized by it.
Yeah, just a little handcrafted cannabis leaf roach clip. Okay, just
Roach clip. There you go. Good stuff.
And it's just an old-fashioned roach clip, just some things that I make and put together for the different shows and booths.
You know what? Yeah, they come in handy, especially in the wintertime. You're outside. You're trying to hold on to a joint with a pair of gloves or stone cold hands, right? So you get a roach clip, you hold on to the joint with that, and you got your gloves on, your mitts on. Stay warm.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And of course, I'll throw in a couple more trinkets. There'll be a couple
Right.
little extra pieces in there because that's just what I do before I go to the mail. So there you go.
Yeah,
So
and don't forget, like, we're going to the Can Expo this weekend. So
Yes.
you just never know what kind of swag you could be picking up at the expo on Friday.
That's right. That's right. And then Monday, I'm filling in for Reverend Kelly, I believe, on
Correct.
the Pace News.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's
You're
Monday
filling in
morning
for-
at 10.
Correct.
And then,
Yeah. Rev Kelly's gonna be sleeping
yes.
because she's gonna. By the time this weekend is over, because she's just gonna be, being part of the event up on the stage and all that. Excuse me. She's gonna be doing some running. So
She's put a lot of work in. These events are no
Correct.
easy task, and they're definitely quite energy consuming. So that being
Yeah.
said, in order to win this week's prize, I'm not done yet. There's a couple little extra trinkets to go inside of that. And from the Big H, which is handcrafted wooden boxes, they do all kinds of other stuff too, but it's the boxes I've been most interested. So this is just a nice little simple stash box, right? Looks just real
Nice.
simple, right? You guys must be wondering, how am I going to open that, right? It pops open like that, and you can put your little stash in there. So in there, I put a little bit of resin jewelry. Hope you enjoy. Okay. This week's prize. You want to know how to win it?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you better get it out. We've only got about a minute and a half here. So
Oh, sorry. I really do babble. Okay.
you can watch.
Send us an email. Whoops. Oh, I got to get back there to our brand. Send an email to teandtoke@hotmail.com, I believe. Let me just get it here. There we go. Yes. Send an email before, like by Sunday night, so I can get it into the wheel, Monday sometime. Email your name and answer. And the answer is, what's your favorite breed of dog? If you had a favorite breed, or what's the breed of your dog? Just tell us a dog breed. How's that? And send that answer to teandtoke. That's TEAANDTOKE @hotmail.com. Send it in by 7 o'clock, more or less, Sunday evening, to get your name on the wheel for next week. The wheel that looks like this to win. Okay?
All
If
right.
you're on the wheel. And on that note, Al, I do believe we are done because it's ending.
We're done.
Peace out, everyone. Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for having me, Irene.
No, thank you, Al. We're really going to change the name to, with Reverend Cindy and Green Irene, and sometimes Al. Let's rope you into another show, shall we?
All right. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
The opinions of the individuals during this broadcast are their own, and may not be the opinions of their group or other organizations they may be involved with. All medical advice during our broadcast is not a medical opinion and should be checked with your medical physician.
When you have a pain that's reached its peak, Legacy for 20, it's so unique. If organic cannabis is what you seek, here's your trusted partner 7 days a week. Suppository salves, vapes and drops, topicals, edibles, infused pop. Just when life seems like it ain't easy, at Legacy 420, enjoy a pop freezy. Lab tested products, make them the GOAT. Legacy 420 out on your road. Legacy 420 in Tyndonega Mohawk territory. Indigenous organic cannabis at its finest.
What do you find at paceradio.net? People advocating cannabis education.
Enjoy the buzz of legalization with Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. From lights to plant nutrients, books, consumption accessories, and more, we've got all your basics to grow or consume cannabis. Visit our info center or take a look at our piercing services and body jewelry, now available in-store through Campbellford Lifestyle Shop, 17 Bridge Street West, Campbellford.
We are people advocating cannabis education here at paceradio.net.